Hello. Merry Christmas, everybody. The Packers got all the help this week. The Lions lost. The Seahawks lost. Washington football team lost. There's another team that lost. Oh, yeah. The New York Giants. The Packers mean business. I'm sticking with my State Farm Super Bowl. It's still going to be the Packers over the Chiefs. The Packers are easily in the playoffs. The Packers are ready to win the championship. They're ready to run the ball. They're ready to play defense. They beat the Bucs. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Dolphins. The Vikings would be another playoff team they would beat. The Packers are ready for it. The Packers, when they're in the playoffs, no one can stop them. The whole NFL is in big trouble if the GOAT is in the postseason. Aaron Rodgers, he's a bad brother. He's going to win with a bunch of rookie receivers. He's ready to be the GOAT. He's ready to be the GOAT like Lionel Messi. He's ready to win. He's ready to win with a yard after catch, running the ball formula. I like the State Farm Super Bowl. I like the two guys in the State Farm commercials. I never knew Andy Reid appeared in State Farm commercials. I saw a State Farm commercial with Andy Reid yesterday. The Packers will beat the Vikings. It was 7-0 Packers. The script was in. Opening game. Aaron Rodgers throws a ball over the top. A streak. A Hail Mary throw. Dropped by Christian Watson. Welcome to the NFL. This is Big League. And now Christian Watson is playing, is growing. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers never needed another wide receiver. They're ready to win. I believe in the State Farm Super Bowl. The tables have turned. Not completely. Aaron Rodgers winked at the end of that commercial featuring Patrick Mahomes. I really like the 9-0 a lot. There's a very strong chance now the Packers can win their last 6 games of the season. This very monumental Christmas edition just made the NFC very, very, very interesting. Washington lost, the Seahawks lost, the Lions lost. It seems every team out there Green Bay needed to lose, lost to make this matchup today very, very interesting. And now the narrative is flipped to the fact that they're about to say, are the Dolphins about to collapse? Are the Patriots going to stay in playoff picture? Do they play New England? The Packers will face off against the 49ers. The rookie quarterback will choke and would lose under the scenario of going up against Aaron Rodgers. The Packers stopped Raheem Mostert, who used to play with the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, they owe him one against San Francisco. 49ers with Harbaugh made the league interesting. Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy being good company guys were losing during the years, so they could have instances such as Jim Harbaugh up against Pete Carroll, the WWE storyline back in the day. Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy made it possible to have a repeat attempt for the legendary Legion of Boom defense up against Tom Brady. That's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the fact that every time they get a bye in the first round, the Packers, they lose. The only time they won with Aaron Rodgers, they won 3 games on the road. And guess what? This is a rematch of the Packers' 10th championship. Packers will win 10 games against the conference, against the NFC, when it's all said and done. Packers didn't beat Eagles, but the Packers will beat the Eagles. The Packers lost by 7 points to the Eagles. They're setting up the Packers-Eagles rematch. Here we go. We're getting ready for this. The State Farm Super Bowl is on, folks. There's only 2 possible teams that can win. Aaron Rodgers is about to shock the world. He really is. He really is. If the Packers beat the Vikings after what I saw from the Lions, it's game over. They're in the playoffs. The Lions are going to tank for a draft pick. The Packers are a win away from the postseason. That would be another playoff team the Packers would be. The 7-0 that could have been, the script is about to flip this week. It's about to flip next week. 14 games unbeaten in December. Packers' 14th championship is here. They entered 14 games unbeaten before a huge game in front of a Christmas audience today. Well, you're right about that, Jay Stone. They'll probably try to give the Lions a high draft pick. So with that being said, Aaron Donald probably knew this. He's out. So Denver should win. So let me put in the wager for Denver because it seems like today's NFL games, I think, are looking pretty obvious. Now, how's the GOAT doing? How's GOAT King LeBron doing? Because I was watching, they're watching a movie out there in the living room, and the Lakers are losing today. I knew I couldn't go with the Lakers. It looks like they're purposely trying to lose again. I click on the box score. It's 9 points for the Lakers and 27 for the Mavericks. That's the day the Jesuit Orders Foundation. That's very interesting. So Lakers are taking games again. They're purposely losing. The GOAT is about to go off. Argentina winning the World Cup after losing to Saudi Arabia. That is Hollywood. That is Hollywood right there. That is a fairy tale. The fairy tale has happened. And this is going to be another fairy tale. We're going to see the Drew Brees, Tom Brady Super Bowl. No, we don't get to see Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady, but we get Aaron Rodgers against Patrick Mahomes. I like the 9-0. I like the 9-0 a lot. I like the 9-0 for the fact that the Packers had a legendary baller who died at 90 years of age, who wore number 84, which is a Gematria of Arizona. My new name for Arizona is Arizona because this is Arizona all the way. Arizona. That should be the title of Sports Illustrated if they win the Super Bowl. It should be Arizona. Because from what I see, Packers, what was the stretch of losing and how does that connect to the Super Bowl? We should investigate. Well, if the Packers are in the playoffs, it's going to be a juicy playoff bracket prediction. But the matchup against the Niners has to be inevitable. 1-4 in the playoffs against the Niners. 1-4.
It's only 8.
I think the fact that the Niners have a rookie quarterback makes this more feasible for this upset to happen. And guess what? That's not the biggest beast out there Aaron Rodgers has to beat. The biggest one out there is the Eagles. But what we see all across the NFC is the top teams. These teams don't dominate you. They win one-possession games a lot. The Vikings happen to win a lot of one-possession games. Some teams get very lucky throughout the regular season. They win those games, but then in the playoffs, whatever it is, none as much luck as you occur during the regular season. That's when it starts to fall apart. And now they showed a graphic on the TV where the Packers have allowed the fewest points in under 2 minutes. So I found that very interesting as well. Most of all, I think the reason why Washington is the 7th team in there, Daniel Snyder selling the team, it looks like a Washington. We can get this process going if the Washington team misses the postseason. Fast track selling the team. Now that there's no playoff game to prepare for, to have your mind on. Lombardi coached us last year with Washington. That's what I'm seeing with Washington. That's what I'm seeing with Lombardi's death age at 57. The fact that Lombardi's only playoff loss was to the Eagles makes the Eagles-Packers matchup very feasible. in the playoffs. Should be interesting action the rest of the day. Uh, you know, I should not even watch the rest of the game. I was watching the first quarter of the Lakers. The Lakers are looking very well. LeBron was heating up. Well, it looks like they took the pedal off the gas. I mean, there's no way that I can believe that if you win 2 straight quarters, that you come out and get minus 20 in the third quarter. I mean, they took their foot off the gas there on that. Well, there's more to come on GOAT LeBron to talk about because uh, I saw an interesting sequence where Kobe was drafted by Charlotte and they were 8-24 entering that game. So there's another recap video there. Uh, the 32 game mark for the Lakers. I found that very interesting too. They win 32 months later. They win the repeat for the 19th championship. They had 19 losses after 32 games. So I'm seeing some very interesting things with GOAT LeBron. GOAT LeBron wins the Lakers' 14th game of the repeat against the Magic because the magical title is about to happen 32 months later for GOAT King LeBron. This is a magical championship for GOAT King LeBron James. The team, when it is healthy, they won 8 out of 10. They beat the Bucks. They were leading. The Celtics got away with one, but they won't get away with one in June, okay? GOAT LeBron says he hates the Celtics. He's going to run his mouth off on the Celtics. So guess what? Messi's the king. GOAT LeBron is the king. King will get what he wants at the end. Messi, the World Cup trophy. GOAT LeBron, the back-to-back championships. GOAT LeBron to win the greatest upset. This is a greater upset than Cleveland. I mean, that is all I have to go say about the Lakers right now. Whatever's observed during the last couple of games, we can't beat Dallas. They can't beat Phoenix. Well, against Phoenix, GOAT LeBron didn't play against Phoenix twice this year in their 2 losses. One of them being a 10-point loss. Very great Laker performance. One of the other games, I think Anthony Davis didn't play. GOAT LeBron obviously didn't beat the Warriors that was only the first game. They didn't beat the Clippers. They're not beating the Mavericks right now. GOAT LeBron is not supposed to be beating these teams until the second half. Supposed to not win the majority of the games against the best teams in the conference. But GOAT LeBron is about to silence them at that moment in time in April when you're doubting the GOAT, when you're doubting Anthony Davis, when you're doubting Russell Westbrook, when you're doubting the next star the Lakers are going to get, DeMar DeRozan, whoever it is at the All-Star break. They're still not going to be the top dog out west. They're not going to be the right top record. They may have to play in the play-in. Who knows? Most likely, but that is that extra edge that puts the Lakers over the top. But as far as the Green Bay Packers goes, the 9-0 I like because Lombardi went 9-0 in the playoffs after losing to the Eagles. That would be something if Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are in the NFC Championship game again. Aaron Rodgers gets one back. The playoff bracket video will be very interesting when we get to that point. So we see San Francisco. We see the Eagles. I think Aaron Rodgers should get one. I should not underestimate Tom Brady. I think if how it is right now, how Dallas, they're going to face the winner of the NFC South. It's going to make the Sean Payton conversation in the weeks leading up to the divisional round interesting if Dallas loses. Or either way, Tom Brady's retirement and all of that should be something to kill time in the week of the divisional round. So very beefy scenarios. And with that being said, if the Packers don't beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, if the Packers lose, then how it's drawn up, the Chiefs are the biggest, the most sure thing is the fact that the Chiefs will be playing in the State Farm Super Bowl. Where's U.S. Bank based at? It's in Philadelphia. It's in Pennsylvania. And the next thing you know, it was the Eagles that were playing in that Super Bowl. So there's something with corporate advertisers in the Super Bowl. And let's take a close look at what we see with State Farm and Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron C. Rodgers, Jamar 38, Packers can go 13-8 to win the championship. See you, Glendale, Jumanji 138. So that'd be 17 straight wins in December if the Packers are in the playoffs. That's a tribute to Bart Starr, because he's the 17th pick in the draft when he was drafted in the year 56. So this could be an interesting one. I'm going to wish you all Merry Christmas. There's going to be no videos uploaded until tomorrow. Again, enjoy the rest of the day with family here. We should play a game in the living room now. The movie should be over. We're going to get it. And we're going to get it. I like the State Farm Super Bowl. I like the Chiefs to win. If the Packers don't win, it ain't no big deal. You know, the Packers are in the playoffs. I mean, that 49ers storyline, that trip back home for Aaron Rodgers, something may be brewing. It's more interesting dynamics here if we put Aaron Rodgers in the postseason. It looked like Josh Allen was holding a star last year, but Christmas photo had no resemblance to the winner at all from what was discussed last year. So I'll close it right here. Gonna enjoy the rest of the day. A little bit sick right now, just upset stomach, a little bit of a diarrhea. Just need to take it easy, man. Just take it easy, and have the rest of the day with your family and all of your friends. And Merry Christmas, and have great health. Wish you best luck in the new year. NFL's coming up. I got LeBron coming up. Obviously, Messiah. The whole agenda's here. It never stops. It never sleeps. It keeps on going. And stay tuned, man. It's gonna be pretty interesting action.